Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation? It's your boy Samoan Raider back at it again with another video on this Tuesday afternoon. Just giving you guys some news and updates on what the Raiders have been doing in the past, day or since the last time I posted a video. Obviously, we know that my cousin's going to be returning to Las Vegas in 2021. And not only that, the Raiders add another defensive lineman to the team. But before I get started with this video, if you guys enjoyed the content or if you guys love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this one. Again, if you guys want to help support this channel, then become an exclusive member by hitting that join button down below. With all that being said, let's get started with the video. Cue the intro.
And you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
So, guess who's back, baby? According to my boy Ian, Raiders quarterback Marcus Mariota is expected to sign a reworked contract with Las Vegas, sources say, as he'll get a one-year deal worth $3.5 million with the chance to make up to $8 million, including incentives. It was up and down the last few weeks, but he recently made the call to stick around. He also added the original pay cut offer $3 million. Marcus Mariota negotiated up, giving him a chance for some real upside, and should be noted that the contract is also tradable if the opportunity arises, but for now, a resolution. Now, this is great news for the Raiders. I mean, as well as me, because I get to have the Oos back on the squad and I could rep them for another year. Mariota was set to make about $10.7 million this season, but with the new restructured contract, the team saves a total of $7 million, which is good because we keep our quarterback, we keep the best backup quarterback in the league, and we save some money. Basically killing two birds with one stone. Now, since the offseason, there's been so many rumors and reports that the Raiders were possibly going to release Marcus Mariota or even trade him away just to save that $10 million in cap space. And we know that there's been a lot of teams interested in him, the Washington football team, even the New England Patriots, but we know that they were all cautious because of the contract that he had before. Taking on that huge contract, possibly paying him $20 million in 2021 was scaring a lot of teams away. But the fact that we brought him back to the silver and black and restructured his contract, man, I can't be any happier. Eventually, the quarterback market has dried up in the past couple of weeks, with many teams filling up the void at the quarterback position. So that might have helped Marcus's, decision to stay with the Raiders for another season. In his one game that he's played as a Raider, he showed so much potential. If anything was to happen to Derek Carr, whether he got benched or injured, we'll be in good hands, knock on wood. Hopefully nothing does happen to Derek Carr because he is our starter going forward. The biggest plus for me in this restructured contract is that it is trade friendly. So if the Raiders did want to move on from Marcus Mariota or trade him away, right now or even before the trade deadline, the contract, is friendly to a lot of teams and they could take on that contract. $8 million is not a huge hit for any team that would be interested in bringing him on. And on top of that, the Raiders could get a draft pick in return. Now, honestly, I don't want to let go of Marcus Mariota ever, but I know that day is going to come. But as of right now, he's going to be a Raider. So I'm happy about that. So huge props to the Raiders for getting something done that would help benefit the team for now and into the future. We are basically just going to be paying him $3.5 million this season because I don't see him getting those incentives unless something was to happen to Derek Carr, whether he got injured or even got benched. Knock on wood. But on the bright side, Mariota gets to test free agency next season. But as of right now, he's a Raider, which makes the family happy because we get to root for him another year in the silver and black. Now, our quarterback room is already solid. I feel like we're going to be going into the season with 3 quarterbacks, with the gunslinger Derek Carr, with my cousin Marcus Mariota, and with the GOAT Nathan Peterman.
My neck and my back.
So overall, I think this is good news, and I'm really happy that Marcus gets to come back for another season and ball out with the Raiders if need be. But Raider Nation, what are your thoughts? What do you guys think about this move? Is it a good move by the Raiders? I mean, heck, I don't even know anybody out there that would say that this was a bad move because we save a lot of money and we basically keep a starting caliber quarterback to back up our starting quarterback. So yeah, you can say I'm a happy Samoan. Now, when Gus Bradley said that the defense starts up front, he wasn't lying because the Raiders have went out and signed another defensive lineman to the team, signing defensive tackle / defensive end Darius Philon to a 1-year deal. Now, Philon, filet mignon, I don't know how to really say his name, but he hasn't even been in the league since 2018 due to some off-the-field issues. He has experience under Gus Bradley and played with him in 2017 and 2018 with the Chargers. Now, looking at this move as well as the other moves that we made on the defensive line, it just seems like Gus Bradley is trying to bring in all of his guys, to to help this defense out. We already know that this defense needs a lot of help, that this defense really needs to be revamped, you know, going into 2021. So I'm excited. I feel like Paul Guenther has set the bar so low that whatever Gus Bradley does, we'd be in good position and we'd be happy with. Now, getting back to Filet Mignon, in his time under Gus Bradley, he excelled, recording 64 tackles, 8.5 sacks, 18 quarterback hits, 14 tackles for loss, and 2 forced fumbles. Man, that's some big numbers for Mr. Filet Mignon coming to the team. You know, he is a good interior pass rusher and he provides some quality depth on the defensive line, which I said before, we really need. This is the 5th newest addition that we've added on our defensive line this offseason alone. You know, we already went out and got Yannick Ngakoue, Solomon Thomas, Quentin Jefferson, Matt Dickerson, and now Darius Philon. Whew. No doubt there's going to be a lot of competition on this defensive line, which is, you know, good for the Raiders. The Raiders struggled last year with depth, you know, quality depth on the defensive line, which really had us struggling throughout the whole season in 2020. But overall, I really like the signing, you know, bringing in Darius Philon to help bolster up this defensive line. You know, this is a guy that has a lot of upside and he's only on a 1-year deal. And if it doesn't work out for the team, then we can move on from him, you know, going into 2022 and, you know, beyond. But Raider Nation, what do you guys think about us going out and signing Darius Philon to the team? Do you guys like this move or do you guys not like this move? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, before I go, I just want to go over some of the available free agents as of right now that the Raiders can still go out and get. And I feel like the Raiders could go out and, you know, sign 2 or 3 more solid players and we'd be okay. Now, the 3 positions that I am looking at right now is the linebacker position, the cornerback position, and the safety position. We already know that we haven't really addressed the secondary, but if we were to go for another linebacker on a cheap deal, I feel like the Raiders should go and sign KJ Wright. He's already played under Gus Bradley, and that's a guy that already knows the system and that can help out these other linebackers that we already do have. Now, looking into the secondary, I know that the Raider Nation have been pounding the table for the Raiders to sign somebody, you know, because we do need help in the secondary, but there is a lot of depth at that position in free agency. So I feel like the Raiders are just gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy the show right now while they wait for the prices to go down and then start making their offers. Now, cornerbacks that we could be interested in is Richard Sherman, Casey Hayward, Brian Poole, and AJ Boye. These are all guys that basically paid for Gus Bradley other than Brian Poole, but these are guys that I feel like could come in. We do need that veteran because I feel like our cornerback room right now with all the young players that we do have is pretty solid, but we do need that veteran to step in and help show these guys the ropes, you know, especially in Gus Bradley's system. And the only 3 safeties that I am looking at as of right now that I feel like has a real possibility of joining the Raiders in 2021 is Malik Hooker, Trey Boston, and Earl Thomas. I feel like if we do sign one of these guys, I think we'd be solid at the safety position. I'm not saying that we don't have to address it in the draft, but we don't have to do it in the first round. So Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this video. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button. If this is the first time you're watching this video and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button and hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. I post Raiders content almost every single day, so you guys do not want to miss out on that. And again, if you guys want to help support this channel, then become an exclusive member by hitting that join button down below. With all that being said, until the next video, this is your boy Samoa Raider, and your boy is yeah.